Congress again is putting things into omnibus bills to fund the government and to prevent a shutdown. Every time we get, and I feel like they do this on purpose at this point, every time this happens, it's literally because of a shutdown, and they put in these stupid bills in order to get what they want out of a situation. This is why lobbyists should not exist. I talk everything. We joke around, we do all sorts of crazy stuff, and we talk about serious stuff. We play music, we do video games, we do a music DJ show, we do gaming review, you name it. This is a talk show across the board. Probably not very, there's not many good talk shows on the radio anymore. Either they're way too political or they're way too crappy because they're like, we're the madhouse. It's zany in the butt. Oh my God. I can't. No, we don't do that. We're not there for that. We're also not to get too political, but when shit like this happens, we're going to talk about it. This is the problem. Every time we get into this weird thing, Roblox kid, what up? We get into this shutdown mode, and in order to prevent the shutdown, they do this on purpose. They stuff the bill with a bunch of crap that just screws you over as the American people. So now, here's the backroom deal coming in to attach your little pet project onto funding for things like food inspections and airport safety. So when you object to the bill, and this is true, they can look at you and be like, you don't like supporting food for kids? You want them to go homeless? Dickhead Senator Thom Tillis, Republican from North Carolina, now has lobbyists in his pocket to turn unauthorized commercial streaming of copyrighted material, like playing a music on YouTube, playing a video clip on Twitch, a song in an Instagram story. A song in an Instagram story will be a felony offense with a possible prison sentence. We now have the text of the bill. It is way too obnoxious to read. But they want to lock up anybody for streaming, playing a song, a clip, anything that is against that is not commercialized or licensed to be used by that person. Going back to Nith's comment of we lock people up for silly things, this is it. 100%. You'll remember back in 2012, SOPA and PIPA, 2012, we tried to do it. We went on an internet blackout because of how stupid this was. And don't get it twisted. 2012, Senator Amy Klobuchar, Democrat from Minnesota, is just as horrible of a person because that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's already hard enough in just civil copyright in the DMCA for people to feel comfortable asserting their rights and using them. If you add a felony, people that just want to get paid are not going to press charges because they're not going to want to put people in prison. And it's going to add a whole slew of problems. I have had licensed music that I own flagged by people in other countries that they don't own. So why would Thom F. Stick Tillis do things like try to get felonies on people? Well, a couple of reasons. Tillis, ironically enough, is the Intellectual Property Subcommittee Chairman. So he's in charge of the entire committee involving intellectual property, which is music, art, games, movies, everything, right? Then he received a surge of campaign contributions. An ode comes to dawn from PACs affiliated with entertainment companies and trade groups that lobby for Congress, for copyright enforcement, against internet users, including prison time for unauthorized streaming. He received over $100,000 in the last year, according to the Federal Election Commission records from Fox Corporation, Sony Entertainment, Charter Communications, and CBS. Just in the third quarter of this year alone, he received over $45,000. He's lobbying for these companies. And quite frankly, that is scary as hell. I know we joke a lot, but like that is scary as hell. Because technically, the logos on my screen right now that just showed up for my Instagram and Twitter and YouTube are properties of those companies. They allow them to be used for promotion to, gain users and attention and awareness, but at any point they could quickly turn that around and disallow that behavior in the future. Many of these companies have executives no more wearing a Lightning jersey on stream. Or what about any of these logos behind me? Or the one on my shirt? Or the one on the microphone? Or the one on my cup when I come to drink it? Like, it opens up the entire segment. So, there's a company called Creative Future that advocates for felony streaming legislation and other copyright measures opposed by internet freedom groups. That coalition has hundreds of small studios listed as members on the website, but you'd have to consult with the 990 filings with the IRS to see who the actual director of the group is. The board of directors includes John Rogovin, EVP and General Counsel of Warner Brothers, Leah Wheel, EVP and General Counsel of Sony Pictures, and Kimberly Harris, Executive Vice President of Comcast and General Counsel of NBC Universal. All of those people donated $20, $36, $42, $47,000 to Thom Tillis from January 1st, 2019 to November 3rd, 2020. Connecting the dots here, kind of seeing the problem. So now, what's the problem? What's the issue? And why is this happening? Well, it's happening because they can't monetize, right? And we get that. So how do we monetize? Well, you have to get a sync license. What's a sync license? A sync license is the ability for you to play a piece of music over video. How's that different from a performative license? Well, two ways. One, it's about 1,000 times more expensive or more. Performance license can be at $250. A sync license can be up to $100,000. There's literally a blank check. The company and the agency and the record label can write whatever number they want. And if you want to use it, you have to pay it. That's it. Performative license, you can sync out for, depends on how many viewers or listeners or if you're in a park or if you're selling tickets or whatever the case is. If you want to play a piece of music or cover it as a cover band, you can pay a fee and you can do that. That's how DJs do it. They pay a percentage of their gate to these companies. So, can't get a sync license because it's pretty much impossible, and nobody issues sync licenses for streaming. Can't use a performative license because you're not performing it in a park or a theater or a concert. You're putting it over video for use later or live streaming. What can you do? There's nothing. So there's no way to get monetization and licensing for a content piece. And you want to sue us and put us in prison if we try to find ways to legally use music, which there are, because you're putting claims on content that we own or we're allowed to use. That happened to me. So there's a big hole in the middle of all of this, and out of the hole comes petulant lobbyists. And that's what we have here with Senator F. Stick Thom Tillis. That's his new name now. It's interesting because Evan Greer, the deputy director of an internet freedom group, Fight for the Future, of which I am a member, open disclosure, Quote, I was a professional musician for a decade, and I don't know a single working artist who thinks of Thom Tillis as a champion. He consistently pushes for draconian copyright policies that benefit big corporations, not independent creators, and threaten free expression and human rights in the process, which is why I use T-Pain's music. Because he don't care. Pizzle pack, baby! That's the reality. So then, the Case Act that was created would create a brand new court in U.S. Copyright Office for expediting copyright claims that critics could say could help copyright trolls and giant companies go after ordinary internet users. People found to have been sharing a copyrighted piece of content could be penalized with a fine of up to $30,000. $30,000 per offense and felony jail time. That's not okay. Like, this is not right. But we asked them for years. I've been on these board meetings. I've asked for this. I said, well, give us a way to license the music. We'll pay for it. We'll pay a percentage of our revenue. Nah, we don't have that. All right, let me go ask ASCAP and BMI. Those are the licensing companies that you can buy a license from, like right now. Like, let's do it. Like, we can go to ASCAP. Let me pull this up. I'll go here. Go to PC with Cam. It'll die because I don't have it working. That's cool. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Boop. So we're on ASCAP, right? Sure. So this is ASCAP. You can get a license, right? Music users. I use music in my business. I can click on that. What are you? Right? It goes, what are you? Website or mobile app? Well, no. Restaurant, bar, nightclub? Well, no. Fitness facility license? No. Music licensing for all other businesses? They won't apply it for streaming. We've already tried. Radio music license, television music license, dance studio music license, church music license. It's all here. So let's say I have this guy. I'm a bar. I have almost 1 million songwriters I can choose from. Our lowest annual fee is just over $1 per day. I can get started right now. I can fill out the information, and there's a fee page. I know this because I've looked it up before. Make the waddle. Okay, so if you want my honest opinion, I've been thinking about doing that. Like, legit. Because taxes and freedom. Look, Joel Osteen's company got $4.4 million of PPP for 360 employees during the same month that he bought his wife a $200,000 Lamborghini. So why can't I do it? Right? Anyway, where's the licensing? Hang on. So permission, blah, 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 blah. There's like a, hang on, web, that one. And then let's see, there's a whole fee structure here somewhere, royalties and payment. It gives you, okay, so there's a link on here somewhere. Can't remember where it is. I will be excited when it gets to Wednesday nights. Yeah, I will be excited. I'll watch it on my lunch break tomorrow. I'll watch Impact on my lunch break tomorrow. So you go in here and it's like I said, it's like $30 a month and you can pay and you're good and you can pay to play your music. You can play hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours all month long. Husky the Furry, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Waddle Gang. You can play all these songs for $30 a month in your business, however you want to. It doesn't matter. But I can't stream songs on the internet, even if I want to pay. I can't do it. If I go to BMI, I found you on the Xbox Discord server. Dope. Appreciate you. Thank you. Fully licensed music for your business. Just press play. $31 a month, y'all. Rights to stream music. Public performative licenses right here. Can I use it at a Spotify? You can if you pick up the right license. Soundtrack your band. You can buy it right here. Schedule music a week in advance. No hardware needed. Never worry about licensing. You can literally pay for $31 a month. All of this included. We'll go to actual BMI's website. That was Spotify's business website. I forgot that they have their own now. Licensing FAQ. FAQ. They go into the detail. Right here. You can get a license. Pause that thought for 1 second, KJ, because I have issues with this now. But yeah, you can pay $50 a month, $100 a month, and you're done. All right here. Look at all the things you can do. Streaming's not on them. Streaming's not on them. So we don't have a choice but to not. And then those who are good about it and get legitimate music get striked because some idiot bot or copyright a pirate went and took you down. It's not okay. So Thom Tillis, screw you. Calling you to the mat. Sony, Warner Brothers, Fox, CBS, screw you. This is not okay. Be better.